Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, November the 12th, 2020. It means it's PS5 launch day in North America. Got mine today after some confusion in regards to shipping with Canada Post. We assumed that it was going to be on the 16th because that's what their site said, but it did end up coming today. I've had bad luck with shipping. If you watched my unboxing for the Xbox, you saw that FedEx ended up sending my Xbox a day late, which I have been enjoying yesterday. AC or Assassin's Creed Valhalla on it is fantastic. It looks incredible. But today is about the PS5. I did pick up some obviously launch games, launch titles. The launch titles that I grabbed were Sackboy, Demon Souls. Of course, I'm a huge Soulsborne fan. Bloodborne was my favorite Platinums last gen, and I never got to play Demon Souls because I didn't get into the Soulsborne genre until like 2017. So that's a must play. Godfall. I know that there's a lot of bad reviews coming out for Godfall, but I like the style. I like the hack and slash, so that's why. And Spider-Man will be coming later, and COD, and Bug Snacks, because everybody likes Bug Snacks, and it's free on the PS Plus if you have PS Plus. So we have, oh yeah, and also the PS Plus collection, like the 20 plus games that are part of the PS collection optimized. So definitely not as nice packaging as the Xbox. Xbox did a really good job with their presentation when you opened it up. You know, feel the power. If you saw the video yesterday, you'll see all that. PlayStation is kind of like, wham bam, here you are. Which, you know, to each their own. It definitely sort of, I guess, suits them a little bit more based on their own style. I'm just having a look. Okay. So obviously, power cord, quick start guide, how to hook it up, how to use your, how to mount it sideways, horizontal, vertical, wherever, how to turn it on, how to sign in, all of that. I haven't seen actual color in a manual in a while, but yeah, I actually have it there. And then your actual safety guide for PS5. Basically the power use, the lasers, kind of thing. If you have dizziness or epilepsy, you know, turn it off like you always see at the start of all games. Now, I do have a DualSense controller separately, but I've never actually opened it yet. So this is going to be my first time actually touching the DualSense, is directly with it. So it's got a nice tactile feel, not as pronounced as the X's, the Xbox's controller. You can definitely feel the ribbing texture on it a little bit more, but everybody's been doing it. I'm not sure if it'll show up. No, it won't show up. I'll have to take a picture of it later. But if you do take a look at the controller really close up, you will see the triangle, square, cross, as they like to call it now, formerly known as X, and circle buttons all on the bottom here. And that's what your tactile buttons, your triggers, your shoulder buttons feel definitely a little bit better quality than the DualShock 4s. The triggers are good. I can't wait to see what the haptic feedback on those are. And that, of course, is where you blow into your controller, because everybody knows that it's what you want to do is blow into your controller. It's the #1 selling feature, blowing into your DualSense. Your touchpad, your share, your start button. The buttons feel good. They don't feel as spongy as the DualShock. I do wish they went with a little bit better quality on this than what we had on the DualShock. Just feels like it's cheap again, like the original DualShock 4s. Time will tell on use. Your USB-C connection, your touchpad. Put that back away. And here is your, so after you take off the top part, your USB-C charger, your stand, and your HDMI 2.1 connection. I know I misspoke yesterday on the Xbox One, saying originally it was 2.0, and then I corrected myself that it was 2.1. They are both 2.1. That has been confirmed by Digital Foundry and a few others. Unfortunately, the problem is that you have a bunch of more toxic sides of the gaming community that are trying to push the false narrative out that they are not 2.1 on the Xbox or on the PlayStation, but they are. That has been confirmed by reliable sources. So, gone. Move stuff around a little bit so I can take this bad boy out. Now, again, in the pictures, they tell you to flip it down. There's a picture right there. So you take the top off and then pull this out by this way. No styrofoam, whereas the Xbox had styrofoam sort of shock absorption rather than papers, rather than cardboard. Each their own. So there it is in all its glory. Like we did yesterday with the Xbox, we did about, it was about two and a half switch cases for the height. We are looking at 3.5 for the PS5. It is definitely much taller than the X. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to try to lay it down or if I'm going to stand it up. It does seem good weight, bottom heavy. So I don't think it'll tip over, but I do have a 3.5-year-old, so I'm probably going to try to put it on its side if I can, so it doesn't tip and get knocked over. This is a $700 piece of hardware in Canada. I don't want it ruined. It's your stand. Where you find your screw. I will admit the stand is definitely nice to have, depending on which option you want to go. So that goes down for the side. And that goes down if it's standing up. So on the PS itself, you have your power button, eject button, USB-C, regular USB. I do notice that there's no, most electronics do have that plastic film on the front. It is matte, or it's not matte, unlike the Xbox. It's quite shiny, but there's no sticker. There's nothing to remove, which I'm kind of surprised about. Your USB or your CD-ROM, and your ports on the back. So your power, your HDMI, your Ethernet, and your 2 USBs. And yeah, it's definitely tall. It does have the little symbols through there. It's harder to see again, but it's there. And yeah, that's the bad boy. So we'll get everything put together and get her booted up, and we'll be streaming later on some Dark Souls, probably, back and forth between the Xbox and PlayStation, streaming on Twitch. So Gamergram618 on Twitch. Drop a follow, drop a like. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Comments are always welcome. All right. Have yourselves a good day, and I hope you guys, if you ordered yours comes super fast shipping, no problems, and we are all into next gen now. Like, this is officially next gen. We have the Xbox Series X, the PS5, probably the Switch Pro next year. But yeah, we are officially in next gen now. All right. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching.